let's now dive into some characteristics of fonts a bit. Think of this as a crash course on the anatomy of type, a super fast primer on basic typography. Now, as we mentioned earlier, Roboto is the standard font included in Android. It is a sans serif font. Sans serif means without serifs. Serifs are the little wings attached to the strokes of a letter, like these here that hang off the letter R. Serif fonts are common in printed works, like books, and are generally considered more comfortable for long-form reading. On the other hand, sans serif fonts are more common on the web and can be well suited to short bursts of text, like in user interfaces. They're also generally a safer choice when you're dealing with a range of screen densities. A serif font can be a great complement to Roboto if used sparingly for things like title headings and large type. Now, due to issues like anti-aliasing, which would make small serifs appear kind of blurry, it wouldn't be advisable to use a serif font for really small text. Let's also briefly talk about font metrics. We're only going to talk about the English alphabet for now. When trying to describe the anatomy of text, you can easily go down a long rabbit hole. Anyway, let's first start with the baseline. The baseline is essentially the optical bottom point of all text that doesn't extend below, like the lowercase y here. Next is the x height, which refers to the height of the lowercase x in the font. Basically the height of most lowercase letters, like the letter E here. Fonts with a relatively large x height tend to be more legible and better suited for body text. After that is the cap height, which is the height of most uppercase letters, like the capital T here. And next you have ascenders and their cousin descenders. These are parts of the lowercase letters that extend way above the cap height or below the baseline. So the H has an ascender here and the Y has a descender. And finally, you have the leading. That's the spacing between vertical lines of text. On Android, you can control the leading by providing a line spacing multiplier or a line spacing extra for a text view. Now, there's a lot more to font anatomy than just this. Like I said, we just talked about the English alphabet. Check the instructor's notes for links where you can learn more about font anatomy and other cool font typography type stuff.